Good evening and welcome to Florida's Turnpike Enterprise public hearing for the Central Polk Parkway Design Project. My name is Pamela Nago and I am the Florida's Turnpike Enterprise project manager for the project. The project begins at Polk Parkway and connects to US Highway 17. The financial project identification number is 440897-2. The proposed improvement involves constructing the Central Polk Parkway, or State Road 570B, from Polk Parkway East to US Highway 17, a distance of approximately 6.5 miles. I would like to formally open the public hearing. Today is Tuesday, December 1st, 2020. The time is approximately almost 6:01 p.m. Before we start the presentation, I will share a few details to help you participate in this meeting. On your computer or device screen, you should see an information window that looks like the one in the upper right corner shown here. To listen to the meeting, your computer or device speakers are selected by default. If you prefer to listen by phone, select telephone in the audio pane of the control panel and dial in using the information displayed. All virtual and phone-in attendees will be placed in listen-only mode throughout the public hearing. At a later date, we will provide responses to written comments that were submitted during online registration and those submitted at the in-person venue at the W.H. Stewart Center in Bartow, Florida. The comment period begins as soon as the presentation has ended. Verbal comment requests submitted during online registration will be addressed first. Verbal comments from the Stewart Center will be addressed second. If you happen to experience technical issues during the hearing, please type the technical issue in the question pane on the control panel to report it or contact technical support at tpkmeetingsupport@dot.state.fl.us, and staff will do their best to assist you. The public hearing is being recorded. A recording of the webinar will be available on the project website at www.centralpolkparkway.com 3 days after the public hearing. Again, my name is Pamela Nago and I am the Florida's Turnpike Enterprise project manager for the project. I would like to take a moment to introduce our project team. Tom Presby is the consultant project manager from Kissinger Campo and Associates, or KCA. Tom is overseeing the in-person location at the W.H. Stewart Center in Bartow, Florida. We are both being supported by representatives of the Florida's Turnpike and KCA staff. Paul Satchfield is Florida's Turnpike Program Management Administrator and is here with me tonight at Florida's Turnpike headquarters. He will serve as moderator for this public hearing. At this time, I will turn the public hearing over to Paul Satchfield. Paul?
Thank you, Pam. At this time, I would like to recognize any elected or appointed officials in attendance tonight. Attending online is Commissioner Tracy Mercer from the City of Winter Haven. Tom, are there any officials present at your location that we have not already been identified?
Good evening, Paul. There are no elected or appointed officials present in tonight's meeting here at the Stewart Center.
Thank you, Tom. We will now watch the narrated formal public hearing presentation.
This hearing is being conducted in a hybrid format to provide multiple opportunities for the public to receive information and provide input. This approach uses both a virtual and a face-to-face component. There is no cost to the public to participate in the hearing. Tonight, we will review the purpose of the public hearing, how to participate either online or in person in this hearing, applicable state, federal, and Title VI compliance laws, and how this hearing was advertised for public notice. Draft project documents are available for your review. We will also show a project video presentation, which will then be followed by a formal public comment period. Those who have joined virtually or online will be invited to complete a short survey when they exit the webinar. You can also participate in the survey by completing the exit survey on the back of the comment form when you submit your written comments. The purpose of this public hearing is to share information with the general public about the conceptual design changes which have occurred during the project and potential right-of-way impacts that may occur to the social, economic, and environmental resources of the community. The public hearing also serves as an official forum to provide an opportunity for members of the public to express their opinions and comments regarding the project. A transcript of the presentation and all verbal comments will be part of the public record for this project. Tonight's hearing is being conducted at the W.H. Stewart Center located at 1710 U.S. Highway 17 South in Bartow, Florida, and online. If you are in the audience tonight at the Stewart Center, you may complete a comment form, provide your comments to the court reporter, or provide a public statement at the microphone. If you would like to speak tonight at the conclusion of the formal presentation, you will need to complete a speaker request card. Cards are located at the sign-in table, or ask a representative of the design team for a card. Please limit your comments to no more than 3 minutes so everyone who wishes to speak has an opportunity to do so. Online attendees may submit comments via email or via U.S. mail, as described in the public hearing notices announcing this public hearing. You may also provide comments by email or U.S. mail to Pamela Nago, Project Manager, before December 16, 2020. Comments sent or emailed will be documented as part of this hearing and will be included in the transcript of these proceedings. Another option is to join the public hearing using GoToWebinar. This is a convenient option that you can use to attend the public hearing from the comfort of your own home. You will not be on camera. You will have access to all the hearing materials, be able to provide your verbal comments during the public comment period, and contact the project manager with any comments. Registration is required to use this option. Providing verbal comments using GoToWebinar is simple. First, you must request to speak when registering to attend. During the comment period, the organizer will call your name that you provided at registration and unmute you. If the microphone icon is green, you are ready to make your comment. If the microphone icon is orange, you will need to click to microphone icon once, and it will notify you that you are unmuted, and then you can provide your comment. Again, you will not be on camera at any time if you join online. During the public comment period after the formal presentation, virtual online speakers will be called upon to speak first, followed by the in-person participants at the Stewart Center who wish to speak. If you dialed into the public hearing by telephone, your phone was automatically placed in listen-only mode and will remain in listen-only mode throughout the public hearing. A recording of the webinar will be available at the project website 3 days after the hearing. While comments and questions will be accepted at any time, those submitted by December 16th, 15 days after the public hearing, will become part of the public hearing record. We will respond to all comments and questions in writing at a later date. After the public hearing, a recorded video and verbatim transcript copy of this public hearing will be posted to the project website, centralpolkparkway.com, in the video section 3 days after the hearing. A link of tonight's proceedings will also be emailed to all persons who registered for the hearing. This public hearing is being held in accordance with federal and state regulations. These regulations govern the project development process to ensure adequate opportunity for public input that is provided in Florida Statute Section 339.155 and 335.199. This public hearing was advertised consistent with Florida statutes, Chapter 120, and is being conducted consistent with the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990 as amended. This public hearing is also consistent with the Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 as amended. Public participation is encouraged and solicited without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, religion, disability, or family status. Persons wishing to express their concerns regarding Title VI may do so by contacting either the Florida's Turnpike Enterprise or the Tallahassee office of the Florida Department of Transportation. The Title VI contact information is shown on the slide and provided on a sign at the entrance to the Stewart Center. This contact information was also provided in the hearing notifications and is available on the project website. Public notice for this virtual public hearing, including information on how to access the meeting platform, was provided in letters to property owners and tenants in the project area, including a post in the Florida Administrative Register, newspaper ads in the Lakeland Ledger, emails to persons on the project contacts list, social media feeds, and other notification methods. Notice of the public hearing was also posted on the project website at www.centralpolkparkway.com. Project documents, exhibits, and reference materials are on display at the Stewart Center tonight, or can also be accessed online at the project website. Prior to the public hearing, draft engineering and environmental documents were made available for public review at the Bartow City Clerk's Office and the Polk Transportation Planning Organization since November 10, 2020, and will continue to be available through December 16, 2020 at these locations. The Bartow City Clerk's Office is by appointment only. Individuals who would like to view the document should call the City Clerk's Office at 863-534-0100 or email recordscustodian@cityofbartow.net. The office is located at 450 North Wilson Avenue in Bartow, Florida. A second document viewing location is at the Polk Transportation Planning Organization with no appointment necessary. The Polk Transportation Planning Organization is located at 330 West Church Street in Bartow, Florida. You may also view project documents tonight at the Stewart Center using the QR code provided at the documents table or on the project website at www.centralpolkparkway.com. The draft engineering and environmental documents prepared for this hearing are also available for your review at the project website. To find this information, first navigate to the project website, www.centralpolkparkway.com, and click on the blue Design Project button. A new page will open. Scroll down to the Documents section and expand the Public Hearing subsection by clicking the down arrow. Then select the document you wish to view. All materials that will be on display at the Stewart Center are available now on the project website. To find this information, first navigate to the project website at www.centralpolkparkway.com. Click on the blue Design Project tab. A new page will open. Then click on the Public Hearing Exhibit Room tab at the top of the page, and another page will open. Here, all public hearing materials, which include display boards and a video, are listed on the left. You will select the item you wish to view. The item will be displayed in the center of the page and a short description will be at the bottom. If you click on the image, it will expand to a larger view. Clicking the X at the top right returns you to the exhibit room. At this time, we will begin the project video presentation. The Florida's Turnpike Enterprise welcomes you to tonight's public hearing for the design of the Central Polk Parkway from the Polk Parkway to US Highway 17 in Polk County. We appreciate your attendance and participation. The Central Polk Parkway Design Project is being coordinated with key stakeholders in the region, along with regulatory agencies, as the project moves forward through the project development process. A Project Development and Environment, or PD&E study, from Polk Parkway to Interstate 4 was completed by the Florida Department of Transportation, or FDOT District 1 in 2011. FDOT District 1 began the design of Central Polk Parkway from Polk Parkway to just south of US Highway 17 in 2013 and stopped work in 2016. Polk Transportation Planning Organization adopted the Central Polk Parkway from Polk Parkway to US Highway 17 project into their long-range transportation plan in December 2017. In 2017, FDOT District 1 transferred the Central Polk Parkway project to Florida's Turnpike Enterprise. In 2018, Florida's Turnpike Enterprise began design on the Central Polk Parkway from Polk Parkway to US Highway 17. Through the design phase, the project team evaluated right-of-way requirements, access management on State Road 540 and US Highway 17, and environmental impacts within the project corridor. During the PD&E study, numerous alternatives and their social and environmental effects were examined. Currently, we are in the design, reevaluation, and public hearing phase of the project. Changes to environmental impacts as a result of design activities are documented. The new roadway will improve regional north-south connectivity, enhance freight mobility and economic competitiveness, improve emergency evacuation times, and accommodate future population growth and land use changes. Central Polk Parkway is a new 4-lane tolled roadway extending from Polk Parkway to US Highway 17. Please note that the north direction is oriented to the left, as shown by the symbol on the left side of the graphic. Central Polk Parkway will include a system-to-system interchange at Polk Parkway, a diamond interchange at Winter Lake Road, which is locally known as State Road 540, and an at-grade intersection at US Highway 17. The corridor has 2 preferred pond sites, 3 preferred floodplain compensation sites, and 1 regional stormwater management location. Through the design phase, the project team optimized the FDOT District 1 PD&E alignment. Optimization included reducing right-of-way impacts to the Polk County landfill, provided a new trailhead for Marshall-Hampton Reserve to maintain trail connectivity, optimized the bridge crossing over Thornhill Road to reduce bridge costs, reduced right-of-way impacts to homeowners near the County Walk community, realigned the southern 2 miles of roadway to minimize environmental impacts, realigned the US Highway 17 interchange to the east to avoid unsuitable soils on the south side of US Highway 17. The typical section for the project corridor provides 4 12-foot wide travel lanes, 2 in each direction, with 8-foot wide shoulders on the inside, 12-foot wide shoulders on the outside, and separated by a 74-foot wide median. The proposed limited access right-of-way for the road will be 310 feet in width. Stormwater facilities will be constructed along both sides of the roadway. At the west end of the project, a new system-to-system interchange is being proposed to connect the existing Polk Parkway to the new Central Polk Parkway. A new diamond interchange is being proposed at State Road 540 that will connect Polk Parkway to the west and Central Polk Parkway to the east. As the alignment heads east, a new bridge will be constructed over Thornhill Road. The Marshall-Hampton Reserve Trailhead will be relocated south of its current location. As the Central Polk Parkway alignment heads further east, a second mainline bridge will be constructed over Thornhill Road. The proposed interchange between Polk Parkway and State Road 540 will be a new system-to-system interchange with flyover ramps to connect the Polk Parkway to the Central Polk Parkway. The interchange at State Road 540 will be a diamond configuration where new ramps will provide access to the Polk Parkway to the north, as well as ramps to access the Central Polk Parkway to the east from State Road 540. Currently between the Polk Parkway and State Road 540, there is an existing ramp toll plaza. This plaza will be relocated under a separate Florida's Turnpike Enterprise contract. Florida's Turnpike Enterprise is planning to construct toll gantries on the Polk Parkway to replace the ramp toll plaza. Improvements on State Road 540 include a half-mile of roadway reconstruction, median modifications, signalized intersections, and highway lighting within the interchange. The projected level of service at the State Road 540 ramp terminal intersections is B or better in the 2045 design year. Level of service is a term used to qualitatively describe the operating conditions of a roadway based on factors such as speed, travel time, and delay, using the letters A through F, with A being the best and F being the worst. The existing full median opening to access Polk Parkway will be replaced with 2 signalized full median openings to access the new ramps. The existing directional median opening east of the interchange will be closed. Traffic wanting to U-turn on State Road 540 will have to utilize the new signalized median openings within the interchange or the signalized intersection at Thornhill Road. As the roadway continues east, a new all-electronic tolling site will also be constructed east of Thornhill Road. 2 new bridges will be constructed over the existing water features. Closer to US Highway 17, 2 additional bridges will be constructed over Old Bartow Eagle Lake Road. These bridges will help to avoid sensitive utilities in the area. Central Polk Parkway will terminate at US Highway 17 with an at-grade signalized intersection. With the current Central Polk Parkway alignment, there will be no construction impacts to the bald eagle nests. Improvements along US Highway 17 include widening to accommodate new turn lanes for access to the new ramps to and from Central Polk Parkway. Also included are median modifications, signalized intersections, and highway lighting within the at-grade intersection. The projected level of service at the U.S. Highway 17 ramp terminal intersections is D or better in the 2045 design year. The existing full median opening within the at-grade intersection will be closed and replaced with 2 signalized full median openings to access the new Central Polk Parkway ramps. The existing U.S. Highway 17 full median opening, which is west of the at-grade intersection and provides access to First Street, will be replaced with a directional median opening. U.S. Highway 17 intersection will be constructed to accommodate a full interchange and a future eastward extension of the Central Polk Parkway. The future extension is currently being evaluated under a PD&E study. The next several slides will illustrate all of the new movements within the interchange. Polk Parkway to eastbound Central Polk Parkway. Eastbound and westbound Polk Parkway traffic will exit on the new ramps to eastbound Central Polk Parkway. Westbound Central Polk Parkway to Polk Parkway. Traffic traveling westbound on Central Polk Parkway will exit on the new ramps and merge onto eastbound or westbound Polk Parkway. State Road 540 to eastbound Polk Parkway. Eastbound and westbound State Road 540 traffic will turn onto the entrance ramp to merge onto eastbound Polk Parkway. State Road 540 to eastbound Central Polk Parkway. Eastbound and westbound State Road 540 traffic will turn onto the new entrance ramp and merge onto Central Polk Parkway towards U.S. Highway 17. Westbound Polk Parkway to State Road 540. Traffic traveling westbound on Polk Parkway will exit on the new ramp and turn east or west on State Road 540. Westbound Central Polk Parkway to State Road 540. Traffic traveling westbound on Central Polk Parkway will exit on the new ramp and turn east or west on State Road 540. Westbound State Road 540 to westbound Polk Parkway. Westbound State Road 540 traffic will travel west through the new interchange at State Road 540 and utilize the existing entrance ramp located west of Landfill Road. Now we would like to discuss some differences between the original PD&E study and the current design as shown in the overview. The yellow alignment represents the 2011 PD&E alignment, and the blue represents the current design alignment. Through the design phase, several enhancements were evaluated and incorporated into the project corridor. Focus areas 1 and 2 highlight the changes to the flyover ramps within the Polk Parkway interchange and the reconstruction of State Road 540. Focus areas 3 and 4 identify the realignment areas of the Central Polk Parkway. And Focus Area 5 shows the relocation of a future U.S. Highway 17 interchange. In looking at Focus Area 1, the eastbound Polk Parkway exit ramp was modified from the PD&E study to help alleviate driver confusion and improve traffic operations. The PD&E study maintained the existing toll plaza. Under the current design, the existing toll plaza will be relocated under a separate Florida's Turnpike enterprise project, allowing the new interchange to occupy its space and reduce the right-of-way footprint. The PD&E entrance and exit ramps within the Central Polk Parkway / State Road 540 interchange were originally located in the median. The current design relocated these ramps to the outside of the main line to create a diamond interchange configuration. Focus Area 2 enhances the PD&E study concept by including the full reconstruction of State Road 540 to a high-speed urban typical section, which includes 4 12-foot lanes, curbed 6.5-foot inside shoulders, and 10-foot outside shoulders. Drainage will be accommodated through roadside ditches. In Focus Area 3, located south of State Road 540, the bridge crossing over Thornhill Road was modified. Several new alignment alternatives were evaluated to optimize the bridge configuration to reduce project costs and provide a safer alignment. Based on this evaluation, the preferred alignment alternative reduced the intersection angle with Thornhill Road, which resulted in an optimized bridge length. These enhancements reduced the overall bridge length over Thornhill Road, provided project cost savings, increased driver sight distance, and reduced the number of impacted properties near the Country Walk community. Focus Area 4 is located in the final 2 miles of the Central Polk Parkway alignment as it heads east to US Highway 17. The alignment was modified from the PD&E study to avoid impacts to the Polk County Traffic Engineering and Operations Facility, Tampa Electric Company transmission lines, and to reduce impacts to environmentally sensitive areas. Recently, several new bald eagle nests were identified within and adjacent to the southern half of the previously approved 2011 Central Polk Parkway PD&E study alignment. 2 identified nests were being directly impacted and would require an eagle nest incidental take permit. To avoid adversely impacting the bald eagle, several alignment alternatives were developed and evaluated against engineering and environmental criteria to determine an optimized solution. Based on this evaluation, approximately 2 miles of the alignment were shifted to the west. Focus Area 5 is the intersection of the Central Polk Parkway and US Highway 17. The PD&E study interchange was moved approximately 2,200 feet to the east to avoid an identified unsuitable soils location on the south side of US Highway 17 and to align with the future construction of another project currently in the PD&E stage. The optimized design is a diamond interchange configuration instead of a cloverleaf interchange. This modification reduces the interchange footprint right-of-way need, wetland mitigation, and roadway embankment. The project corridor was evaluated to analyze potential effects to the business and residential impacts, utility impacts, environmental impacts, and right-of-way need in accordance with state and federal regulations. The evaluation matrix shown here summarizes the evaluation results. One of the unavoidable consequences on a project such as this is the necessary relocation of families or businesses. On this project, we anticipate the relocation of 14 residential and 1 non-residential sites. All right-of-way acquisition will be conducted in accordance with Florida Statute 339.09 and the Federal Uniform Relocation Assistance and Real Property Acquisitions Policies Act of 1970, commonly known as the Uniform Act. If you are required to make any type of move as a result of a Department of Transportation project, you can expect to be treated in a fair and helpful manner and in compliance with the Uniform Act. If a move is required, you will be contacted by an appraiser who will inspect your property. We encourage you to be present during the inspection and provide information about the value of your property. You may also be eligible for relocation advisory services and payment benefits. If you are being moved and you are unsatisfied with the department's determination of your eligibility for payment or the amount of that payment, you may appeal that determination. You will be promptly furnished necessary forms and notified of the procedures to be followed in making that appeal. A special word of caution. If you move before you receive notification of the relocation benefits that you might be entitled to, your benefits may be jeopardized. You may call Florida's Turnpike Right-of-Way Project Manager, George Moreno, 407-264-3037, who will be happy to answer your questions. They will also furnish you with copies of relocation assistance brochures that are also available on our website. You may view an online right-of-way process video at the link shown. Now, let's take a look at the anticipated design project costs. The total project cost for the proposed alternative is approximately $296.2 million in 2020 present-day costs. These costs include $8.2 million for wetland mitigation, $37.1 million for right-of-way acquisition, $2.1 million for toll equipment, $17 million for utility relocation, $190.2 million for construction, and $41.6 million for engineering services. The current design concept reduces wetland impacts and mitigation costs, reduces protected species impacts, and reduces right-of-way needs and cost. With the design modifications in the southern half of the alignment, the current design concept is farther away from noise-sensitive areas, negating the need for noise barriers. Currently, the Central Polk Parkway is in the design stage that began in March 2018. A public information meeting was held in 2019, where the public provided input which was considered in the ongoing design. Right-of-way acquisition is from spring of 2020 to 2022. Final plans are anticipated to be completed in summer 2022, and construction is anticipated to begin in late 2022. The design project schedule is tentative and subject to change. For further project information regarding what has been presented tonight and online, you may contact Pamela Nago, Project Manager for Florida's Turnpike Enterprise, or Stephanie Eisenberg, the Community Outreach Specialist for Florida's Turnpike Enterprise, at the information shown on this slide.
Thank you. That concludes the formal presentation. We will now begin the public comment period of the public hearing. Please note that we will not be responding to your comments and questions today, but we will respond in writing at a later date. Anyone desiring to make a statement or provide written comments regarding the location, conceptual design, or social, economic, and environmental effects of the improvements will now have an opportunity to do so. There are multiple ways you may provide your comments tonight. Everyone online or who dialed in can submit written comments online, by mail, or email to Project Manager Pamela Nago. If you are in the audience tonight at the Stewart Center, you may complete a comment form and drop it in the comment box or mail it in after the public hearing by December 16th, 2020. You may also provide verbal comments in one of four ways. First, if you are online, you may provide a verbal comment if you requested to speak at registration. Second, if you are attending in person at the Stewart Center and wish to speak, please complete a speaker request card and submit it to a member of the project team. Third, you may speak directly to a court reporter at the Stewart Center. And fourth, you can call Project Manager Pamela Nago at 407-264-3043 during normal business hours after the public hearing to provide your verbal comments. We will now call upon our online participants who have registered to speak at registration. When you are unmuted by the organizer, please also make sure to unmute your microphone using the GoToWebinar control panel as shown on this slide. State your name and address. If you represent an organization, municipality, or other public body, please provide that information as well. In an effort to accommodate all requests to speak, we ask that each speaker keep their comments to no more than 3 minutes. Our first speaker tonight will be Temple Beckman. Tempe Beckman, are you unmuted? We will circle back. Our next speaker is Marion Ryan.
Hello, I'm Marion Ryan. My address is 2215 Avenue A Northwest in Winter Haven. I probably have more questions than I have comments. Does the new driveway and trailhead parking include separate parking areas for pedestrians and equestrians? I also wanted to know if a deceleration lane is going to be added to Thornhill Road, because the travel speeds will naturally be higher since the new entrance will be further down Thornhill Road. So you could be creating a real hazard there. I also wanted to know if the caretaker's entrance was going to be improved. You're likely to be impacting some gopher tortoises and some sand skinks, and wondered if you've done any surveys yet. The landscape plan for the parkway should be only species that are native to Polk County and be heavily vertical, and also include a good understory to provide visual and sound buffering. How is the pedestrian trail around the pond going to be revised? I actually was wondering if you were going to end up having to build a boardwalk because of the slopes on that pond. Is there going to be any compensation for the loss of the mature trees and native upland vegetation on Marshall-Hampton Reserve that's going to be cut off by the parkway? And what is the fate of the DRI surplus lands that are not going to be part of the stormwater management system? Are they going to be used for future stormwater and other mitigation projects, or could they even be incorporated into recreational uses, you know, in addition to Marshall-Hampton and the Panther Point Trail? And I was also interested to know what mitigation bank credits have been or will be purchased as a result of this project. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Our next speaker is Jackson Hurst.
Hi, my name is Jackson Hurst, and I live at 4216 Cornell Crossing, Kennesaw, Georgia, 30144, and I highly approve and support the Central Polk Parkway project. The aspect that I love about the Central Polk Parkway project is actually two aspects. The first aspect is that it will provide increased economic and business opportunities in Central Polk County. And the second aspect that I love is that you have the traffic that is wanting to get off at Florida 540 Winter Lake Road coming from the Polk Parkway, exiting on I-4 onto the Polk Parkway, going south on the Central Polk Parkway. You have them separating so there is not a huge traffic bottleneck. And I also love that you are going to remove the toll plaza and just put in a toll gantry at that site to cut down on traffic backups, especially on such a high-speed ramp.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Our next speaker is Jeff Barnes.
Yeah, and the county barn. And my big
Mr. Barnes, one moment. We had a problem here unmuting you, so if you could just start again, please. Thank you.
Sure. My name is Jeff Barnes. I live at 2525 Sheffield Road in Winter Haven. My 13 acres is adjacent to the county barn and a wetland area. My biggest concern is, number one, increased water backup onto my property, which has occurred after the gas pipeline was put in. The drainage area that goes up into Lake Hancock is not maintained very well at all by swift mud, causing a tremendous amount of water to build up between the county barn and myself. Now floods about 2 acres of my property. And my big concern now is what the water impact from this road is going to, how it's going to affect that drainage into Lake Hancock and therefore onto my property.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Let's circle back to Tempe Beckman. do you wish to speak? Tempe? All right. We'll move on to a couple of other individuals who requested to speak. We're not sure if they're online or not. David Ussery. Okay, he is not online. Layla B. And Eric Labby. Okay. None of those individuals were online. So we will now go over to the Stewart Center. We'll call upon those folks there. So we will now call on the in-person participants at the Stewart Center who have requested to speak. As I call your name, please step up to the microphone and state your name and address. If you represent an organization, municipality, or other public body, please provide that information as well. And again, we ask that you limit your comments to 3 minutes. Tom, do you have anybody at the Stewart Center who wishes to speak?
We have not received any comment cards, but is there anyone in the audience that would like to make a comment tonight? There is one, but I need you to fill out a speaker card first. One second. Well, we have a Dennis Upgear, and he's walking up to the microphone right now.
Greetings, Turnpike. My name is Dennis Michael Apgar, and I'm an urban planning student. I have come here to speak out against all electronic tolling. I prefer that those without SunPass pay in cash. And, I'm into historic preservation. One part of historic preservation is toll booth architecture. Many beautiful mid-century modern toll booths have been demolished to make way for these gantries, which have no architectural significance. Also, we need to create as many jobs as possible, and a toll booth is a perfect way to create these jobs. Also, all electronic tolling can be abused by putting tolls on local downtown streets, which were never meant to be toll roads, like what's happening in New York City, and like what's been around in London since 2003. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Tom, is there anybody else who wishes to speak at the Stewart Center?
Is there anyone else that would like to speak this evening? I believe that's it, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. You may submit comments after tonight's public hearing, but they must be postmarked or emailed by December 16th, 2020 to become part of the public hearing record. Written comments can be mailed or emailed to Turnpike's project manager, Pamela Nago, whose contact information is shown on this slide and in the handout you received tonight. You may also visit our project website at www.centralpolkparkway.com to further view documents and submit comments. You will receive a follow-up email within 3 business days with a link to the recording of tonight's hearing. The recording link will also be posted at the project website along with the verbatim transcript of this hearing's oral proceedings. When you exit this webinar, you will receive a brief survey. This survey is also provided on the back of the comment form. Your participation will help us for future public hearings. Thank you for attending this public hearing and for providing your input regarding this project. It is now 6:46 p.m. I hereby officially close the public hearing for the Central Polk Parkway from the Polk Parkway to U.S. Highway 17, financial project identification number 440897-2. On behalf of Florida's Turnpike Enterprise, thank you for joining us tonight, and stay safe and be well.